ओके डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब चलते हैं अल्टरनेटिंग करंट का लास्ट लेसन में। इसके बाद दो इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स रह जाएंगे, दैट इज ट्रांसफार्मर, एसी जनरेटर। So alternating current lesson 26. You can be asked a short question from here, but for your JEE main you are likely to get a question from the quality factor, Q factor of resonance circuit, a circuit which is at resonance. What is the Q factor of that? And it is also called the sharpness of resonance. Now it is defined as symbol is Q, it is just a number, is defined as voltage across the inductor L or voltage across the capacitor C divided by the applied voltage. Applied voltage means the voltage across the resistance R at resonance. Now any voltage in an element is equal to current flowing through that multiplied by its resistance. An inductor L has a resistance omega L. The symbol for that was XL, which I have told you before and explained you also. A capacitor has a resistance 1 by omega C called capacitive reactance. Symbol is Xc. And the voltage across resistance will be current times the resistance. Right, and all these things, this as well as this, I have explained you before. To remind you, omega is equal to 2 pi nu L, this is equal to omega 2 pi nu C. If the inductor is connected to a DC source does not have frequency nu is 0, so this thing is 0. So a inductor offers a 0 resistance, and a capacitor in a DC circuit, for a DC nu is equal to 0, so this is 0, something by 0 is infinite. So capacitor offers infinite resistance, right, for a DC circuit. But in AC circuit has a frequency, so this has a value, this has a value. If the frequency of the AC circuit, the voltage that you are applying, if nu increases, this increases. If nu increases, this decreases. Okay, so if you consider inductance and resistance, then the quality factor Q factor will be current into resistance by current into resistance. I cancels. Omega R, resonant angular frequency. So जो omega R L over R, resonant angular frequency multiplied by the inductance divided by resistance if you have L and R. Now this is also defined as voltage across C divided by voltage across R. So the other way, the Q factor is defined as voltage across C means current into resistance of the capacitor, current into resistance of the resistance. So I cancels. So R is multiplied inversely, so this comes out to be 1 over RC omega, resistance of the resistor, capacitance of the capacitor, resonant angular frequency. And since we have derived previously, the resonance occurs at this angular frequency. Therefore, let us put this value 1 by LC here and 1 by square root of 1 by LC here. Let us see what will be this and what will be this. This is same thing as this. Now, so if you consider this, omega R into L over R, omega R into L over R, omega R into L over R will be equal to L by R into omega R. The resonant angular frequency is this, so I substitute it here. So this on simplification, it gives you 1 by R. I take out the square root, put it individually on L and C, so it becomes this. So here the power of L is 1. This 1 by 2 goes to the numerator, so it is subtracted. So this remains same thing as this. So 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. So 1 by R square root of L by square root of C. So that can be written as and the square root over L over C is the quality factor if you consider inductor and resistance. Similarly, if you consider a capacitor, and resistor, then let us see what will be Q. Then let us see what will be your Q. So, as I just explained you here, voltage across the capacitor, current into resistance of the capacitor divided by voltage across the resistor, current into resistance of the resistor, was equal to 1 over RC omega R. So let us see what that gives rise to. So Q is equal to 1 over RC omega R. 1 over RC I kept it separately. This is I have already derived 1 by LC, square root of that. So this comes to the numerator, becomes this. So 1 by RC, I take out this square root symbol and put it individually on L and C. So L to the power 1 by 2, C to the power 1 by 2. Here the power of C is equal to 1. So this goes to the numerator. So it becomes C to the power 1 by 2 minus 1. So that is C to the power minus 1 by 2. Now I keep it in the denominator. So this becomes 1 by R square root of L over C. So quality factor is 1 by R square root of L over C. So we conclude during resonance frequency at resonance frequency omega R, the quality factor is same. That is same thing as Q is equal to 1 over R L over C square root of that. This is just a number because it was the ratio of two voltages. So this is just a number. Now what is the meaning is important. What is the meaning? Now I'll show you in this diagram. What is the meaning? A circuit with high Q. When this will be high? When R is less. Now a circuit with high Q value responds to narrow range of frequencies, and vice versa means a circuit with a low Q value will respond to a circuit with high Q responds to a narrow range of frequencies, and vice versa means a circuit with low Q will respond to a broad range of frequencies. That is what is visible here. If you look from here, R is in the denominator. This does not consume any power, this does not consume any power. If R increases, the Q value decreases. The Q value decreases. Now look at this diagram. Look at this diagram. This point is your omega R. To this side is your angular frequencies taken, starting from 0, so on. This point is omega R, and the resonant frequency where the current, and to this side is your maximum current that is flowing in the circuit. Look, the graph is like this. The graph is like this, right? Now, so from here, the conclusion is if R increases, it is in the denominator, Q value decreases. I have given two examples here. Suppose this graph is for R is equal to 10 ohm, and this graph for R is equal to 100 ohm. So R decreases means I naught. So for this R, which is 10, your I naught is this much. For this one, where R is equal to 100, your I naught is this much. So current decreases as increases. Now look, what is the meaning actually? Now I'll explain in the, let me consider a situation. I draw a horizontal line here, where such that this current is I naught over root 2. Means for this current I naught, using the expression power is equal to I square R, it will be I naught square R. Suppose this point corresponds to a current equal to I naught over root 2. So for this current, what will be the power? Square of this current, that is equal to I naught over root 2 square of this into R. That is equal to I naught square R over 2. R over 2. Now look at this power and this power. This is half of this. So when the current becomes reduces from I naught to I naught over root 2, the power becomes half. The power becomes half. Now, so now for this line is intercepting this graph, this line at this point and this point. If I draw a perpendicular here and a perpendicular here, let this point is omega 1, this point is omega 2. One is to the right hand side of omega r and one is to the left hand side of omega r. Means omega 2 is greater than omega r. Omega 1 is less than omega r by the same amount, this amount. Let that amount is equal to delta omega. Let that amount is delta omega. So let for some omega, that is this omega 1 and omega 2, the current is I naught by root 2. For this also the current is also I naught by root 2. And the power associated with by I naught by root 2 is I naught square R by 2 using the formula I square R. And the power associated with I naught is equal to I naught square R. So this power is half of this power. So I consider two omega, that is omega 1 and omega 2. One to the left side of omega r, one to the right side of omega r at the same distance, for which the current is same. Look, the current is same, that is I naught over root 2. So for this current, for this value of omega, where the current is I naught over root 2, I have two omegas, omega 1, omega 2. This is your omega r. To this side here is omega 2. To this side here is omega 1. As I explained you this diagram, this is omega 1, this is omega 2, for which the current is I naught over root 2. So there are two omegas, omega 1 and omega 2, for which the current is I naught over root 2. So omega 1, which is to the left side of omega r, is less than omega r by some amount. Let that amount is equal to delta omega. Similarly, omega 2, which is to the right side of omega r by the same amount, which is delta omega. So your omega 2 will be omega r plus delta omega. Now, what is bandwidth is important. Bandwidth, it is defined as the difference of these two omega. That is omega 2 minus 1. Omega 2 minus 1, if I put it here, this comes out to be 2 times delta omega. 2 times delta omega. Now, your Q factor is also defined as, is also called sharpness of resonance, and is defined as that resonant frequency at which the current was maximum, I naught, to 2 times delta omega. This is called your bandwidth. That is the ratio of resonant angular frequency to bandwidth. Now, what is the meaning? If Q is large, when this will be large? When this is small. When this is a fraction, when this is small. When the bandwidth to delta omega is small. This means the resonance is sharp and the circuit is selective. Let me explain. This is a fraction. If this is small, this is a fraction. This is small, which is defined as the bandwidth. Then Q is large. Now, if you look here, as you decrease this, as you decrease this, means from here to here, which is called the bandwidth. If this is small, then this peak will be very sharp, means Q will be large. If this distance from here to here, which is 2 delta omega, that is called the bandwidth. If this distance omega 2 minus omega 1, if this distance is large, as in this case, as for this graph, then the bandwidth is large, but the I value here, the I value is much less than this I value, means the quality factor is less, right? So similarly, if Q is small, when this will be small, when this is the bandwidth, when the bandwidth is large, this is fixed. If this is large, this will be small. So similarly, if Q is small, bandwidth 2 omega is large, that is resonance curve is less sharp, so it is not selective. Suppose you have a radio set which has the resonance curve like this, means it responds to less number of frequencies, it receives less number of frequencies, but at this frequency called the omega r, it is behaving well, means the reception is good. And you have a radio set where this distance from here to here, that is the bandwidth is large, means it is responding to more number of frequencies. But at omega r, where the current is less as compared to this, this current is less than this. So for this, you have a radio set whose Q value, whose Q graph, whose I naught or bandwidth graph is like this, suppose. Means that radio set or transistor set is capable of receiving more stations. But at this particular station, it is receiving better. But as compared to this, it is not receiving better, right? So that is what it is.